Yo, how's it going, everyone? Is that time once again? We are back for the early Dokkan stream. It is a Wednesday morning here in the UK. I hope you guys are all doing well. Okay, so get our dailies out of the way. No, that's not a daily anymore. I have to get used to the fact that this was a thing you could do like once a week, and now when I see it in the menu, it's like, oh, I can do this again. Except, of course, it's now changed to a mission that you can do as many times as you want. How's it going, everyone? Bringer, Jaren, MX, Talus is here, Drace, Cade, Michael Lenzen. How's it going? Let's get the second channel link up here. If I could spell. There we go. Right, so put the link to the second channel in the chat. Shout out to everyone that came out yesterday. We started a new game over on the second channel, Rise of the Ronin. It's kind of like a cross between Assassin's Creed and Dark Souls. I very much enjoyed it, despite at times not being very good at it. I very much need to get used to the combat system and like the timing of the parries and stuff like that. But definitely was fun. We'll be playing more of that later tonight. So make sure you check out the second channel if you have not already. It's just where we play all non-Dokkan stuff. So if you like coming out to these streams and you want to see more stuff from me that isn't just Dokkan, hang out with everybody. The good old regulars always there. A lot of the same faces you'll see from here, of course, over there as well in the chat. But yeah, we play a bunch of different games. Started Rise of the Ronin now that we finished Last of Us 2. So my full Last of Us 1 and 2 playthroughs are up on the channel. Those are the most recent games we played. And yeah, now we've moved on to this. Yeah, cat finding simulator, exactly. We're very excited to learn that one of the objectives, as those kind of games always have, a bunch of different things to go off and do around the map, is finding cats. So, always a good sign of a good game. Yeah, Unyielding Rage, how's it going? Okay, get our dailies out of the way here, and then
Let's do this.
See what we can see. There's not much going on at the moment. Yeah, Summer Games Fest is on Friday. It's after the podcast, so... But it's like... Basically, we have to try and make sure the podcast finishes at a decent time this week, because then I can go straight into watching that. Essentially, stream that on the second channel, watch along. We have to make sure the podcast finishes on time, which, to be fair, I'm hosting it this week, so I have a little bit more control over the running time. Some links for Trunks. I always beat Kid Buu with double blue fusions. HWG really didn't dodge a super. Oof. Yeah, we managed to do that the other day for a video, but with items, because, man, that team is can be tricky. But yeah, we are very much in another one of those awkward lull periods at the moment, and there's not really anything going on at the moment. We got the Bardock ECA out on Friday. I can't remember if there's anything else as well, but Bardock EZA is Friday, AGL Bardock. It's the only thing, as far as I can remember, that we know is upcoming. Oh yeah, that's it. A couple of stages of Super Battle Road. Oh, and the King, yeah, got the King Cold, the Lord Chilled Super Strike revamp as well. So we got Bardock's EZA, the Super Strike EZA, Petan starts again. Legendary Freezer event comes out next Wednesday. Random. New Namek Dragon Ball story. Oh, it's just the stage where you would get second form Freezer, but being revamped into a DB story. Which is good, because the event getting revamped means you just get to beat all the stages again, because it's refreshed, and get a couple of extra stones. And then, yeah, new stage of Super Battle Road and Extreme Super Battle Road. But this is, as we've said many, many times before, one of the most annoying things about the way Dokkan spreads out, like, content releases, right? So we've got 2 Super Battle Road stages, a Super Strike revamp, and an EZA. So, like, 4 separate things. I mean, some of them aren't exactly huge bits of content. Like, one Super Battle Road stage could take you, like, 20 minutes and then you've done it. But why are they bringing out all 4 of those things on Thursday and not, like, something today, Friday, and then not something today, something tomorrow, and then the other one's on Friday? But, unfortunately, it all comes out on Friday. So, hey, Carnage, how's it going? Chain Battle made less to do overall. I mean, Chain Battle wasn't exactly a huge amount to do anyway. Most of the people who defended Chain Battle would use the fact that it only takes like 30 seconds to do in its defense. So the DB story and the Freezer event are next Wednesday, because I guess the DB story is obviously Freezer related as well. But even then, like in between those, we get those EZAs and everything on Friday, and then we don't get any other content until Wednesday. The Legendary Freezer event should be fun though. I made a video about it already, because when we first got the celebration info and they said that the Freezer event was coming out, they didn't really give any sort of clear indication of when exactly it would come out. So I thought it was potentially coming out straight away, like when the Freezer banner came out. So I made that video about the Freezer event with like a bit of a, not really a guide, but just going over like what all the missions are and everything when it comes out. So probably should have waited to do that video, considering it now the event doesn't come out until Wednesday. But it's one of those things that will probably just get some more views over the weekend and beginning of next week when the event is about to come out. So I had someone from JP comment on the Kefla EZA team building guide, randomly got a bunch more views because obviously it came out on JP yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, Caster, how's it going? But yeah, DB Story revamp is always good because it's just some free stones. Like, obviously it's the same event, so if you're someone who has that physical second form freezer already farmed up and everything, is, you know, it doesn't really matter. But Buu Duo can cook against Kid Buu. I mean, as long as you get the Spirit Bomb like early, well, get the standby early, and then yeah, the Spirit Bomb can destroy him. The problem is their normal super attacks don't do any damage to him because they're unarmed, and then obviously in the STR phase they can get absolutely destroyed. But yeah, we'll do a couple of different challenges against Kid Buu for today. Once we've finished up with our dailies. I'm trying to think if there's any other, like, I don't think there's any other missions or anything need doing. So I did the Goku event one for Team Bardock. I think we've done all of the, like, in-game, apart from, like, there's the Team Bardock and the Ginyu Force, like, those missions for redoing basically all of the characters again. Which I've started doing a little bit, where it's like you beat the stage 5 times. That drops, because now that you basically get guaranteed drops, you end up getting a couple of more copies of the cards. So I've basically just made, like, SSR versions of the free-to-play Bardock team. And then I just threw them on, like, one run on the Roshi event yesterday, which gave each of them a couple of like link level ups, which is enough to do that mission. I can't believe they put that link level mission in and didn't make it work retroactively. So if you have all of those free-to-play characters already link level 10, you don't complete those missions. So you have to take like another fresh copy and then get a couple of their links to level up, and then you complete the mission, which is very annoying. It's one of those things I don't like having. I'm a completionist when it comes to those kind of things. I don't like having incomplete like missions in the menu, even if they are annoying ones that don't even necessarily give particularly good rewards. I don't like them being there like incomplete. I think you get like those Inkais, which I mean is better than nothing at least. Support memory, I don't know. There was something about a new support memory? I think the new. Let me double check. I don't actually know. The wiki hasn't been up. The wiki is very unreliable now because of how rarely it gets updated. Is it going to tell me what the? Oh, I could just find that second form freezer. Yeah, so if we go to Wiki Bloodline, find that freezer. It comes from this event. I don't know if the wiki's even updated it to being like the DB story version. I don't think it has. Yeah, I don't think it has. The wiki version is still just showing like the old version of the event, I think. $80 more Kais, then I'll be at 1,000. Nice, nice. I'm at now. I need to sell these Hercule statues as well, but yeah, I'm trying to. Even though, like, obviously, as we always say, right, there's no point having all these Kais if you never use them. But I'm trying to keep all my type ones above 100. Oh yeah, I suppose it is now a daily mission to do that Whis event once. I haven't used any of those tickets yet though. Yeah, Anto, how's it going? Although they're for, aren't they for like a specific category? The ones that you use the tickets for. Oh, nice, we did that. Yeah, make sure you guys have been working on these, your countdown missions. Obviously, the main ones you have, like, basically the whole month to do. But then these ones, there's only 2 days left to do the first week set of missions, which is to beat stages only using super attacks. Up to 15 times. Which is easy enough, like even if you're just doing your dailies and stuff like that, you just want to make sure you use a team that actually has like a proper leader skill. And then no one's missing supers really, and then it's very easy. One of the ways, like if you're just trying to use like your link level team, but you don't have like a proper leader skill or anything, then obviously sometimes you can miss supers because of lack of key if you get unlucky with the orbs. But as long as you're using like a proper team with like a proper lead, very, very easy to do those. Chances are you'll do them by accident if you're doing a bunch of other stuff as well anyway, but if you've got a team that's built well with good key links and stuff, you're probably not missing supers in a normal run anyway. You might miss like 18 key supers with LRs and stuff like that, but you're not usually missing out on a super completely. So, the only pack's worth it. I mean, I think so. I talked about it in that video the other day, but like if you buy all of them, by the time the anniversary comes, because you can buy one pack every week, by the time the anniversary comes, you get 10 tickets for both the banners, which is basically a free multi on both banners, which is the equivalent of 100 stones. So when you think about how much those packs cost, if you buy them all before the anniversary, it costs way less than buying 100 stones. So therefore it is very much good value. Tickets. So the tickets from those missions specifically, the ones we were just talking about, are for that free banner. So not like the Broly or Gogeta or then part 2. It's just for the free banner that comes out at the beginning of the anniversary that has a bunch of like the general pool characters. So honestly, the banner's not like anything crazy, but it does have a bunch of LRs in it and stuff like that. You get a bunch of tickets for it for free during the anniversary anyway. But yeah, you can get an extra 80 by doing all of those missions before the anniversary starts. And they're free, so always good to have free summons. Because, you know, with characters like, you know, STRUI Goku will be in that banner. He's a much older LR, but of course he gets his EZA during the countdown to the anniversary. Yeah, STR18 is featured on the banner. I know our boy Bringer finally has ended that saga, but yeah, I talked about I showed the banner in that video I made the other day as well. The banner's not anything too crazy, but it's free summons at the end of the day. And someone out there will pull, like, well, I say someone, but people overall in the grand, vast array of the people that play the game. Like, people will pull LRs off of that banner for free, which is cool. So. I'm trying to think, like, who else. There's no other yellow coin LRs that get ECAs during the anniversary, is there? Oh, there's the Broly trio as well. So in theory, you could pull them off of the banner. I mean, obviously, there's a whole lot of other units as well. Like, if you're trying to get a specific unit, then it's a lot less likely. But I'm not pressing that. There we go. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. I appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. We are basically wrapped up with our dailies here now. So let's use this last boost here. Actually, do I have enough stamina? I have enough stamina in like 3 minutes. And then, yeah, we need to figure out some stuff to do. Trunks and Frieza to 79% in 3 rotations. Nice. That's very good. However, I posted a clip of Physical Rose 1 turning STR Gogeta on JP. I think I saw that. Wasn't it just the... it's only the like first phase though, right? Because it's base Gogeta. It's not like Gogeta Blue from the end of the event. That would be crazy. I mean, I guess I could just do the old Link level stage. Not that they're not hugely different anyway, really. Right, how are these guys looking on the Link level team? Got 7s, you got a 5 and a couple of 6s. These guys have got 2 10s already, but then they still have Fierce Battle at 5, okay. Link level is so weird like that sometimes. This guy's at like, yeah, see this guy's at 8s and 9s, couple of 7s, and then Super Saiyan is at 5. This guy is, I think, the only World Tournament unit that's getting the EZA out of the next batch that I don't have fully link leveled, so he's not far off of being done. I ended up just throwing this guy on there because he's a World Tournament card, so he'll get an EZA eventually.
Alright, let's do
Yo, UDHE, how's it going? Kind of overwhelmed as a returning player. I suppose, yeah, it depends how long it's been since you played it, because there's been a lot of things that have been changed or like revamped recently. Like whole events that used to be like this, you know, that's all the Wii one we were talking about a little bit ago. It's like an event that was like you could do it once a week. Well, I think it was twice a week once the power level update came out. And now it's been revamped, so it's just available constantly, like infinitely, and it's where you now farm skill orbs from. Of course, Trunks is Super Saiyan only 5. He's a Super Saiyan 2. Well, he should have. He should be even higher because he's even better at it, right? He goes Super Saiyan 2 now instead of just 1. He's mastered it. I'm a little bit disappointed I only got the 1 copy of him in those Freezer summons because he seems like he's quite good, but obviously at 55%, if you're not dodging against some of the tougher bosses, he is taking, you know, a decent bit of damage. I mean, realistically, though, we've only kind of tried him out and had him look not so great against Kid Buu. And, like, we're talking about Int Kid Buu, who fully built up has like, what, 1.5 million damage normal attacks or something, or it's 1 point something. Which is a lot. Because it means even if he's taking, like, 500k, he's still blocking upwards of 500k of that damage. But yeah, it's he is relying on the dodges against Kid Buu for sure. What should we use our meat on usually? The meat items are just for refilling your stamina. So if you're link leveling or farming a particular character or farming medals to awaken a character or something like that, you can use stamina, use meat items to refill your stamina without having to use a stone to do it. So realistically, you can use the meat items for anything you want, like anything you'd want to be using stamina on. Then you should use them before using stones. A lot of people like to save them all up and then use them for doing like the World Tournament, or some people will save them all up for when there's like a big thing coming to farm, like a new Prime Battle LR or something like that. Oh, you know, he is on the Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. There was an issue with JP when they posted his initial like details, because then when they posted his details for him coming out on Global like the next day, they showed that he was on there, and then they updated it on JP. So that was just an initial JP error, because obviously as a Super Saiyan 2 he should be on Power Beyond Super Saiyan, and he is, so it's all good. Very strange, but yeah. Alright, so what are we going to do for our Kid Buu challenge runs for today? We have 6 attempts for Kid Buu. Yeah, rage. The rage form, quote unquote, is just Super Saiyan apparently. Yeah, Dokkan doesn't consider that a separate form. Like none of the Trunkses who should be the rage Trunks from that arc, they're just Super Saiyan Trunks. That's the link level team. Definitely won't be using that one. Yeah, Team Bardock, that'll be might be a short run. can't believe we actually almost did it with this team. And that was... I'd have a team of God Trunks as the leader. Red Zone Omega Dragon Ball Heroes is the name of the team. That must have been from so long ago. It was a Super Saiyan 2 team. I can't believe they didn't easy A that Tech Vegeta though. Also, it's a shame that God Goku has the unarmed super attacks, because he'd be really good against Kid Buu. Only lower attack on there. 18 key. The ROF Blues. Has there ever been a more disappointing Dokkan Fest release than these guys? Yeah, like these, that wouldn't even be worth it. Global anniversary in 3 to 5 weeks. Yes, the global anniversary banner usually drops on the 7th of July, because that is the actual, like, official date of the anniversary. I can't believe we beat Kid Buu with this team. Funny Ghost Usher team. Yeah, we've got a bunch of the meme teams that we've run in here, but that's basically it. Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Yeah, true. I mean, I guess, well, at the time of his release, I guess events weren't as hard, so he wasn't as bad, I guess. Like, it isn't like it is now, where obviously if you took him into any kind of event, he'd just be getting one shot. But, like, the Blue Duo weren't even really good on release, were they? Gohan on... I mean, Gohan on release, like, again, people hated because it wasn't Beast Gohan, but it was actually still kind of good. Tech Super Saiyan. Now, well, by the time I got to his Easy A, that was like, yeah, Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Even at the time he got his Easy A, I would say he wasn't good. Whereas I think on release, well, like on release he wasn't good, but he wasn't like unusably terrible. Yeah, I don't know why they always do that with, well, I say always. They kind of rectified that issue a little bit with the AGL Broly from the anniversary coming up, but they always make Broly units like glass cannon type characters, but that doesn't make any sense based on how tanky he is in the movies and everything. But they always make him like really bad at defense and really good at offense. But imagine if we did Tech Super Saiyan 3 Broly versus Kid Buu. Be the shortest video of all time. Int Broly was good on release, yeah. That's true. The stacking and damage reduction. And I'll go on with his active condition. Yeah, the active condition. But that's the thing is, again, like with Gohan, which I think was the same even when he then got his Easy A, is it was annoying that he couldn't get his active skill and get the transformation, but he was really good untransformed anyway, so it wasn't as bad. In Broly Easy A. Well, in terms of the list of like the order of Saiyan Day releases, there was Physical transforming Vegeta and then Bardock, and they've both Easy A'd now, and then Broly was next. So in theory, he could get his Easy A anytime now, I suppose, because the 2 Saiyan Day units that came before him both have theirs. So Build up reset every time. Yeah, because we didn't have as long like events and stuff as well. Yeah, that's true. Should we save most of our stones for Beast Gohan or Broly and Gogeta as good? I mean, Beast Gohan is the best unit in the game like when he comes out. So, depending on how many stones you're going to have, you're ideally going to want to make sure you have stones to summon for Beast Gohan in Part 2. But, I mean, Broly and Gogeta in Part 1 are both really good. Beast Gohan is just better because he's the best unit in the game. But... yeah, Dokkan, they don't have an order so much, like, because it will just be, a lot of the time now, they just do EZAs based on the theme. So if we get at some point a new Broly, or like a new Go Bros or Goku from the Broly movie, like if we get a new celebration that is Broly movie related, I could see that in Broly getting an EZA, like as part of that celebration. But... Bio Broly or bust. Yeah, we've got a free-to-play Bio Broly, and even that is too much representation for Bio Broly. Why did I swear I made a GT bosses team the other day for the memes. I think we might have overwritten it with something else. Because, yeah, 4 is just my World Tournament teams. I made a whole section of just my World Tournament team for the most part, and then these are the ones we ended up with, like, during the World Tournament subathons where viewers create the teams. We ended up with some very odd teams that we did our World Tournament runs with. But yeah, by having this whole thing be World Tournament team, it means I can't accidentally like pick the wrong one and pick like a random team to go into the World Tournament with. We got mostly Heroes teams and old Link level teams, I think. Can't wait to pull more copies of the 7th anniversary LRs so I can make full Dodge copies. I mean, they're going to get their EZA the 10th anniversary, which is obviously if the sync goes ahead and is all done like the way we think it should be, then it means that the anniversary in February, the 10th anniversary, will be on both versions at the same time. Which means those guys are getting their EZAs then, which is kind of crazy. Alright, let's... I'm trying to think of some good ideas for these things, because I was thinking about doing the physical when we saw them there, these guys. Because on their first appearance they have guard, so hopefully they don't get like immediately destroyed in the STR phase, and then they have type advantage over in Kid Buu. But I don't know if... None of their attacks lower attack, do they? So none of their attacks are unarmed though, which is good. And then neither are Gogeta's, so in theory Gogeta is good against Kid Buu, but the question becomes, though, what team to run him on, because GT Heroes is a bit of a weird one. Because we can run you. We run you? Probably. AGL for Geo on Broly's banner. What, AGL? Oh, you mean as in like Vegeo Blue? I was about to say, well, like AGL Super Vegeo. That's super old unit. Yeah, I think Vegeo Blue is. If only the Buu duo guarded for the first 8 turns. Man, GT Heroes is kind of lacking. Although, they also have Fused Fighters as their other leader skill. There's Fused Fighters. yellow. Lower attack. No, greater lowers defense. Could throw those guys on there, I guess. When he's Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta also got his full passive from Giant 8 power. Yeah, because what is his... He gives support to crossover and Giant 8 power. Reduces damage received by 5% per crossover or Giant 8 power ally on the team. Well, he still gets depending on which has the most members. So we have... If we did put him on the team, we've got... Well, it's only just it'll be the LR leader, the friend, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and him. So it's still like he still would have like 20%, and he would be supporting the Super Saiyan 4s as well. So could put him on there. I'll be careful about putting on characters that do like too many additionals, and that's their main thing, is just attacking, because all they're doing is massively buffing him repeatedly. Well, I need units that lower the enemy's attack, if anything. Need that 9th anniversary. I know. This team gets so much like significantly better when he's available. This guy has a Scouter. Doesn't lower attack though, and his defense is not amazing. I'm tempted to run Weirus because he has to dodge, but then his post super defense is okay, and he has type advantage. He's supporting fusion characters. So he'd be supporting basically just the actual leader, the LR. Because Vegito, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito and STR Vegito are fused fighters, not fusion. Yeah, and this Piccolo is only like a really good support unit if you have movie heroes allies, which we don't have any of. Kefla's dodge or die against Kid Buu. I can't wait for these guys to get their easy A. I guess we could run you and just have you as the floating in slot 3 dude. Although your 18 key is a... Oh, actually, because, yeah, isn't Vegito like the other way around? Or is it Vegito... No, I'm thinking of Vegito... I'm thinking of the Blue Boys. Yeah, their 18 key... Their 18 key is the unarmed super, and then the 12 key isn't, so the bunch of additionals they get are still able to do damage, but the actual 18 key doesn't. Oh, both of his are, okay. Alright, let's give this a try. This is going to be an interesting one for sure. Are you serious? There's only a 55% friend. I mean, that's not really surprising. I don't know why I say that. It's as if this unit isn't like the anniversary character from 2 years ago. Yo, RDGS, how's it going? Yeah, if someone else can set a LR Super Saiyan 4s for me, preferably Rainbow. Yeah, we have learned from some of the runs that we've done recently that certain characters that have super attacks that absolutely should count as unarmed super attacks don't. And ones that shouldn't do. Someone was saying in the comments of one of those videos from the other day, I think it was a run against Kid Buu. So we were talking about the unarmed super attacks at some point in the video. And apparently one of the Rildos, who obviously his attack is that his hand is literally a drill. And apparently that counts as an unarmed super attack. Whereas Kale and Caulifla, like the STR KO and Tech Caulifla, their super attack, which starts off with them just flying at the enemy and punching them in the face, that doesn't count as a unarmed super. But Rildo with his drill hand, that counts as an unarmed super apparently. When is Rose getting his buff on Global? We don't know yet. They haven't shared that information with us as of yet, unfortunately. So hopefully sooner rather than later, because obviously for Global, I don't know when like Rose will next return on a banner, but it wouldn't be able to be until after the anniversary anyway. Because obviously there's no other Dokkan Fest banners that come out before the anniversary. Which is annoying because, like, you know, as someone who I think Rose is underrated and I want to show him off, I want to use him in a bunch of the anniversary content when the anniversary comes to Global. And it will be very annoying if he hasn't been buffed by then. Because this is the thing we were saying about on the podcast last week, is like, even if he's not coming back on a banner yet, he should still get his buff. Because then for all the people that have already pulled him, like, I want him to get his buff so that he's better. And then I can use him in all the new stuff that's coming out with him being the buffed version. Like, double super from the Dark Mask King. Literally just doing this to... I mean, I could have just quit out, but not only do I need to reset the friends list, but I am... This is the next easy A that I'm trying to do all the way up to stage 999. And you can do it with the... Since you can do it with the Heroes team, and then the Breaker Vegeta has type advantage, it's not too bad, considering I'm almost at stage 700. There are still some units that are not particularly great overall, like for example Pan. I don't know if she'll get one shot, but if Pan doesn't dodge, even though it's one normal, it'll do a lot of damage. But she dodged, and then Vegeta should kill. Yeah, the drill is his hand, therefore he still punches you with just his hand. It's true. He's punching you with his hand just happens to be a drill. Therefore, it's an unarmed super, but then Kale and Caulifla punching you, that's fine. Kamehameha ESBR and Time Limit SBR. Yeah, they're not particularly difficult stages that they've picked. I say picked, they're the next ones in line. But yeah, obviously we'll get those done on Friday when they come out. Right, now, where did I build that team? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I was going to say, I'd imagine most people have the anniversary equips on, right? I mean, yeah, mostly additional is what you want, I suppose. What happened with the Heroes units? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's like we said before, is even though the Heroes arcade game is ending, the Heroes IP like still exists, so there's no reason why they can't still do crossover things. There's multiple characters from Heroes that we still don't have, so if anything else, if like they are going to stop doing it overall. Hopefully we still get one this year. But yeah, it'll be weird for like any of the characters who don't have an EZA yet, what they're going to do. Imagine if they just EZA'd like every single Heroes unit with like this upcoming Heroes celebration. Did we get both of the... get both the LR Super Saiyan 4s on the second turn? Okay, so we're going to try out the physical LR Super Saiyan 4s from the 7th anniversary against Kid Buu. Now these guys do have guard on the first turn, which will hopefully... oh, are you serious? Good. It was on auto. I love it when that happens.
All right, let's get this started.
I'll say Heroes ending is not a Dokkan L. Well, yeah, exactly. It's got nothing to... the Heroes ending as a arcade thing has obviously technically got nothing to do with Heroes, but with Dokkan, but it will affect the potential future of like the collabs and everything. A certified Toonami L right there. No. All right. Try that again. I don't know how well Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is going to do in slot 1, but I know, right? App reset. How could we? Sorry, we're not doing a challenge run, so it's fine. And it's a limited event thing. If it wasn't, I would just quit and start again, but I'm not. When we only get 6 attempts for the day against Kid Buu, and we got an okay starting rotation, I'm not wasting that whole attempt because the game started on auto. So we'll just start again. Yeah, Kid Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, we all know the best Super Saiyan 4. And there he is right there. But yeah, shout out to all the channel members. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. If you want to help support the channel, one of the best ways to do so is become a channel member. You see all these guys with their names highlighted in the chat in green. You get your Timebreaker mask badge as well. Different colour depending on how long you've been a member. And you get access to all the channel emotes. There's like 26 at the moment, and one of them is the glorious Super Saiyan 4 Cyberman. But yeah, there's members only posts on the community tab, members are in the area in the Discord, whole bunch of stuff, and the tier 1 membership is only $2, so help to support the channel as well as getting some perks for yourself to use in the chat. So yeah, the whole like turn, I think we talked about the auto thing multiple times, of like the fact that one of the things that really bugs me all the time is that it's right next to the item button. So if you go to use an item but you like press the screen by like, it only has to be like a couple of millimeters, you accidentally press the auto battle button, which takes effect instantly. So it means if I was to press it now, it automatically then just picks up the orbs for the first character in the rotation. So if I wanted to use an item before doing something else and I accidentally press it, then it starts autoing the turn, and there's no way to like stop it, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. So anyway, let's see how we get on here. Okay, so we are trying out the 7-year LR Super Saiyan 4s against Kid Buu. We're running like a GT Heroes / Fused Fighters team using their leader skill. We've got a mix of GT Heroes with like the GT duo from the 8-year. We've got LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then we've got Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, STR LR Vegito from the 5-year Gogeta, and then of course the STR Vegito that fuses. Like in theory, in terms of some of these EZAs and everything, pretty solid team. I'm not sure how well Int Goku, of all people, is going to stand up, especially once we get to Kid Buu. But of course, depending on... I mean, he's getting hit twice on the first turn. And then he's going to be on the first rotation against the physical, the Int Kid Buu. So, I mean, getting him to his standby early shouldn't be too difficult. I'm actually not sure how much damage you're going to take against the normals from Kid Buu. You've got type disadvantage, but he's got some damage reduction, and we do get a lot of defense on super. But yeah, these guys start out 282k. They stack on all of their super attacks. They don't have unarmed supers, so they can do damage against Int Kid Buu. And of course, you know, they get their guard to survive this STR phase, which we only have to be in for 2 turns. And then they have type advantage over Kid Buu. So, of course he did. Of course he did. That's the good old meme. This Int Goku, every single time this man with his level 5 dodge always dodges one of the attacks in the event. At least once. Always. Yeah, you can have, like, support units or, like, other squishy characters that you really don't want to get hit. And they have, like, 30, 50, 60% chance to dodge. And they'll not dodge multiple times. And then our boy Int LR, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, with his 5 dodge, I swear dodges an attack at every single time I use him, like, at least once. Alright, so they take 63k. We didn't get lucky really with the additional supers or anything, but that is of course the benefit of the guard coming into play on the first turn. Wow, okay, never mind. 280k for Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. He gets the full 200% lead from them as well because he's on Kamehameha. That's crazy. That's with damage reduction and greatly raising defense on super, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately, when I pulled my first copy of that Goku, I only had him at 55% when I got him on his first banner. And of course, without really thinking, I just went into his hidden potential and pressed the auto button. Which, of course, you can't, like, undo that. So that, of course, filled him out to being exactly 55%. Yeah, got all the anniversary equips. Yeah, that made him 55%, and therefore he had the 5 dodge, which is very annoying because, yeah, there are definitely situations where I could see the benefit of just not giving it to him at all. Although there's that part of me I talked about earlier when we were talking about missions and stuff. There's the completionist side of me that would find it very awkward having a unit that was at 99%. Like if I got all the copies of him, because I don't actually have him Rainbow anyway. What is he for me? Is he 79%? Yeah, but yeah, I think having him at 90%, I would 99%, I would find really annoying. I really want these guys to get a lot of key so that we can get the supers. So I probably will just sacrifice the 18 key from Goku. He gets the super first anyway, so he should tank okay in slot 1 here. And then we can get the supers for these guys. It's a bit of a better first turn, although we do have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegito against STR Kid Buu on the next turn. Alright, nice. Double super. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't like that, having the 99%. But yeah, the number of times that 5 dodge goes off when it's only a 5% chance. And then we have, like, you know, we use like Int Gotenks, who has like a 50% chance to dodge, and he won't dodge. It is kind of funny. Or was it we had the run when we did the Universe 16 versus Kid Buu, where Tech Caulifla on that particular build had a 96% chance to dodge and then didn't dodge, like, at a slot 1 attack. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean, this just shows you how crazy, like, even just the first phase, the STR Kid Buu, the amount of damage that he's doing to some of these units. I mean, even these guys taking, like, between 15 and 25k from hits is kind of crazy. Oh, God. This is a terrible rotation. Yeesh. Well, literally, none of these guys are going to be good in slot 1. Which is awkward. I mean, I could do this. I could do this and like hope and pray that Super Saiyan 4 Vegito counters the super at the end. But even then, I think I still have to use an item here so that we don't get absolutely destroyed in slot 1. Which I will do because, I mean, this team, you know, we're not exactly expecting a top tier performance from this kind of team, right, with these guys. Yeah, 44k with the Whis pre-super, that's not the worst. But I mean, literally, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito in slot 3, it's a 50-50 chance that we counter that super, and if we don't, even with the Whis active, we're still dead. So... okay, so Whis is not enough. 40% damage reduction will not be enough to save Vegito from that super. Yeah, post-supering, this guy's defense should be decent enough that with the Whis, yeah, don't take too much. I mean, we're still taking 20k. Not that it really matters, because like I said, like Vegito not dodging the super means we die anyway. We could be on full health and it wouldn't really matter. It's the only attack that he's taken for the turn. So let's see what happens. We get the double super as well, which means that on this turn he would actually, with the Whis as well, be able to tank normals. But hey, there we go. Oof. Oof. Alright, so get the super counter. Alright, so Goku's been hit, what, like 2 or 3 times, I think? So... he's probably going to super straight away, though, isn't he? That's the problem. Although we do have the Whis active, I don't think that matters. Because... yeah, ideally, we really want Goku to actually be able to get hit. Because he can get hit the 5 times that he needs to on this turn. In order for him to then be good to go. But... because the Whis is active. But I don't know if that's going to be enough. He's got 400k diva. I mean, that won't be enough to live the super from Kid Buu in slot 1, even with a Whis. But obviously we do this, which means there's no way we die this turn now because we get the revival. But realistically, we want Goku to get his hits, and we want the the LR Super Saiyan 4s to get their attacks off so they can get some, more stacks. He dodged again. I don't think he dodged in the first turn, actually, this time around, but still. Bro is... I think that is literally... that means he can't transform. Because of that. Yeah, does this still kill us with the Whis after we've supered? No, okay, good. Alright, 10 mil from there. I mean, they're getting 80% attack support from the GT duo, so I suppose that's not really surprising, but... 10 million from them is pretty good. And then 7 on the additional. So 100% in Buu with full attack orbs. I mean, that's a good idea. He's already strong enough defensively by himself anyway. And then once he's died and got his revive, he's got the guard, he's doing guaranteed additional supers. Like, he can hit some pretty high attack stats. Yeah, it's like Buu doesn't need defensive orbs to be good defensively, but if you give him attack orbs, then all of those supers he can get off. I'm not saying it's like the best build, but I could see giving Buu a more like attack build. Alright, so now we get the Spirit Bomb, we get onto the next turn, which means this guy now has a 100% chance to dodge. Unfortunately, that does screw us out of getting the Vegito fusion, but... see, now the thing we have 812k HP on this team as well, which is pretty good. See, the thing is with these guys is you don't really want to transform them straight away because you want to get stacks. The other problem is if I do this, is he going to super me in slot 1 or not? Because Gogeta Blue has a 100% chance to dodge on this turn. So ideally, I'd want to do this. But if he supers me immediately in slot 1, then I'm dead. Whereas if I do this and he doesn't super in slot 1 and supers in slot 2, then I'm dead. So... And he's going to heal and then do, what, 3 attacks. Yeah, I don't want to fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta just yet, but... I mean, maybe I have to, right? Because maybe the whole point is we just have to blitz him. Yeah, GT Gogeta has the super counter. But that's the thing I was saying. I don't want to necessarily fuse them straight away because we want to get as many stacks in with these guys as we can because they only have 300k defense. But I think we probably don't really have much of a choice at this point, right? So let's put the animations on, get the old fusion in here. I remember when these units came out for like the 7th year anniversary. And apart from this, like... one frame here where Goku's forehead looks a bit weird in the top left. This unit has such, especially when the Gogeta related ones, this character has such great animations. I think Gogeta's active skill, like the Big Bang attack, is probably still one of my favorite animations in the game. Alright, so this is going to be a fun turn. So we'll do this. And then we'll do this. Hopefully. The problem is I'm concerned about these guys. Because they have... How much damage reduction do they get? They have 30% damage reduction. They're going to get a bunch of extra supers off. But he hits so hard. I don't know if that's enough. I mean, we need to lose HP so we can get the fusion. So it's not necessarily the worst thing to happen. But... yeah, the team is just blitz or die, which is why we just have to go for the transformation straight away. Hopefully, he super attacks in slot 1. Does he lower attack with his passive? I know a lot of other Gogetas do that, but... no, he doesn't. That would have been very useful. I say a lot of the other Gogetas, but like Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta has that, like, passively attack lowering the enemy, which is really useful. Okay, he didn't super in slot 1. And yeah, Blue Gogeta at least has neither of his attacks are unarmed. Whereas I know Vegito Blue, at least one of his, I think it's the 18 key, right, is. 7.7 for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. He gets a lot of defense on his supers as well, which is the only good thing, right? Because we transformed him fairly early. We did action break him as well, which I think is the heal, right? So he can't heal now, which is useful for trying to blitz him down as well. But I'm a little bit concerned about the... oh, let's go. Get that super counter. Nice. Of course, that is I was going to say, that is another attack that buffs his attack. Damn, he takes 179k. Oof. Yeah, I think these guys are probably going to take loads of damage here. I mean, they're going to get multiple supers off, so they're getting more stacks, but then they're also buffing his attack power. And they have 30% damage reduction, which is good, but obviously, like, if he gets up to the point where he's doing over 1 million damage with his normals, 30% damage reduction is only dropping that down to like 600 and something k. Although their defense is relatively high now. Yeah, 200k. Dodge? Needed to get like 1 dodge, and then we'd have been alright. We'll go Gogeta, because Gogeta has some damage reduction, and then he gets more if you get more rainbow orbs. We only got, what, like 2? I'll try one more run here, because we get 6 attempts on Kid Buu per day, so when we're doing these like challenges, I like to try and do at least 2 different ones, and we'll give them each like 3 attempts. What? This, you got Not the thingy defense one. Interesting. 21 crit. I'll try this one. Let's put on... There is a GT one, isn't there? It's the dragon one. Where is it? There we go. Let's put on the GT Heroes support memory.
Alright, let's do this.
Oh god, what a first turn this is. Oh yeah, of course the animations are on. Ah, that's alright. But yeah, it's crazy to think like the STR Goku and Vegeta that fused into Vegito, they got their Easy A. They're very good. Then the Easy A came out early for Global, so we're all like, hell yeah, let's go. And then yeah, like see how much they get absolutely bullied by Kid Buu. It's crazy. Right, so we're gonna have to use this straight away because we already know that otherwise Super Saiyan 4 Vegito is taking crazy amounts of damage. This is already like not a great start because of the rotation, right? Like even with the item, we know that the LR Super Saiyan 4s take damage. So, and they're being attacked what, like 4 times before they attack. Yo, Steven Z, how's it going? Yeah, the Easy A is going to be crazy. Like, these guys, it doesn't feel like they're that old. But, of course, when the 10th anniversary like happens, they will be 3 years old. But the base of their kit is just so good. Like, their Easy A is going to be crazy. The fact that they stack on both their supers, they get guard for the first turn, which means they have that little bit of a defensive, like, buffer on the first turn. Like, their Easy A's will be ridiculous. Yes, okay, perfect. Vegito getting the double super here is really good because we get the double defense raise and we have the Whis, so he should be okay now. Yeah. Look at the difference that makes instead of taking 200k normals. Crazy. Be cool if they get guard for like 3 turns, right? So they have it for 2 appearances or 4 turns because then even their second appearance, that would be cool. Even if they don't change it for 1 turn, right? They get it on their first appearance. They guard. They throw out a bunch of supers. Maybe give them like another way to get another additional or something. Kind of like they did with that STR Goku and Vegeta, right? Because that STR of Goku and Vegeta can end up getting like 4 supers in 1 turn. Oh, if Goku doesn't dodge, this will be perfect. If Goku doesn't dodge, famous last words though, right? Because if there's anything this guy likes to do, it's proc that level 5 dodge when you don't want him to. Oh no, what am I doing? I've put them in slot 3 where the super always is on the second turn. Although, I mean, we have a Whis active, so they have 70% damage reduction. So they actually probably do tank. I don't know how much the STR Kid Buu super does, but we probably do survive it because we have a Whis active. So they have 70% damage reduction in slot 3. Wow, did he take all the hits? Let's go. We can actually use his standby in the next turn. Which I can imagine is probably just going to result in we'll get the standby into Oob. Then on the next turn around we'll transform into full power and then it'll just get immediately one shot by the super attack or something. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be getting a world tournament anytime soon. I need to double check the schedule from last year and see if there was one around the anniversary time. Because there's nothing in the news. We're obviously not going to get one on Friday now, considering it's Wednesday. Like, that would be in the news already if that was the case. So the earliest we could get one is next weekend. But I need to double check. I'm going to check the schedule from last year and see when the world tournaments were around the anniversary. Because we don't normally get one during. Oh yeah, they took 10 damage. That's alright then. Okay, so... I have 400k defense start of turn here. It's not bad. That's because they got Saiyan Raw active, which they lose if we move them to there. Yeah. That's 360. Because they miss out, then they miss out on GT. So like their best spot is in the middle, but I mean, Kid Buu, pre-getting any attack buffs. Would Vegito live being attacked by him? I don't know. This is such a terrible second turn. We Whis and have GT Duo take 4 hits. Well, they are in the middle. I mean, I didn't want to use the Whis this early because obviously Goku gets his standby on the next turn, which makes him basically invincible. So it feels like having an item active on a turn where he can't really take damage is a bit crazy. But then I suppose, to be fair, we are realistically just trying to see just how far we can actually get this team to go. I don't know if we're... we don't need to worry about these decisions so hard that, you know, one wrong decision throws the fight or something like that, because it's going to be... we're going to be getting through by the skin of our teeth if we get through anyway. So... but yeah, I mean, these guys having type advantage. Just remember, like, even though we use the Whis, there are plenty of units that if you put them in slot 1 against Kid Buu and use a Whis, they still take damage. So... not bad. Only got the 1 super, though. Oof. One extra super. Yeah, them having some sort of thing. Obviously, because them and the gods are going to have a very similar kit post ECA anyway, like they do pre ECA. But yeah, the big thing is a way for them to get another additional super or something, so you can get as many stacks as possible early on. Will be one of the things that will make that easier. Okay. That was with the Whis and them already having their own damage reduction. Because I don't think they supered many times, but even so. It was a bit crazy. Oh yeah, and we have Blue Gogeta on this turn. So we have like 2 units that are basically invincible on this turn. But I mean, it's a good thing we used the Whis, otherwise we'd be dead. So... okay, well... I mean, I don't want to float these guys off, but realistically, if I just do this, I actually can't take damage on this turn. Because you have a 100% chance to dodge, and then you'll be in your standby, so you'll be invincible. Jeez, that was 600k, huh? They must have only got like 1 super. Because they get 10% damage reduction per super attack, and then 40% from the Whis. He doesn't have to be in slot... actually, let me double check it. He doesn't have to be in slot 1, does he? Okay, good. All right. I think we're on low enough HP to get the Spirit Bomb next turn as well. So I mean, this might fall into line just the way we want it potentially, because obviously this is the last turn of the Whis. So in theory we would die next turn, but we have the GT Duo with the Spirit Bomb, right? So a super attack Gogeta who you can't do damage to. And then, yeah, Oob once you've picked up a decent amount of type orbs, Oob gets enough damage reduction that he's basically invincible. Plus the Whis, so he literally is invincible. Apart from double digits. I always find that strange. I've mentioned it before. I'm sure I've mentioned it in a video recently. But even if your character has over 100% damage reduction, you still take double digit damage. You can't actually take 0 damage, which is weird. Because there are situations where that can get you killed. Like if characters have like the survive KO attack mechanic, it means you always end up on 1 HP. And then if you had a character get hit who has like 300% damage reduction, you still die, because even with that you still take double digit damage, which is kind of crazy. Right, so Oh, I can get some crazy shenanigans on this turn. So I need to make sure I do it in the right order, because if I fuse with Vegito, I can't use the standby for these guys, right? Because my health will be too high. So we want to use the standby. Then we fuse with Vegito to get full health and transform. Oh wait, yeah, because they took 4 hits, yeah, so they could have anyway, so it doesn't matter. The super attack is at the end of the turn, so that's perfect. So then in that case, we can do... Do I just not transform with them? Because they've got a lot of defense already. There's not a lot of rainbow orbs if I transform into Gogeta, which is the problem. Although Gogeta will probably do more damage. I'm just going to do it. It's a shame he doesn't create rainbow orbs when on his first appearance, because he does like to have rainbow orbs. But... Alright, well, here we go. He's got 80% attack support on this turn as well, so... Oh yeah, of course, he does do the action break as well, which is useful. So... Nice. And then, yeah, Vegito can do some decent damage here, as well as getting counters. He has 60% damage reduction from normals. That heal, though. He only did 1 super, which is kind of annoying. But... Get these crit counters in. Let's go. I mean, 6 million damage. Just free counter damage after taking double digits is pretty good. And then we're going to be able to actually attack with Vegeta and then get the Spirit Bomb. So, I mean, we're getting kind of close. Could even do it on this run, which would be crazy. I mean, it's not like, again, you know, we used items, but for this team, that's pretty good. And we get the additional as well. Oh, that's an unarmed super, apparently. Can't remember the last time I got an additional super with that GT Vegeta. This is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage. Which is fine, because it's the whole point is for him to die. 4.2 million damage. Jeez. Alright, and then there's the Spirit Bomb. Oh, God. This is where it gets sketchy, though. So... Okay, well, we know he's not supering in slot 1. So, if we do... So we'll do the Kamehameha with you. Oh, I should have done it in slot... That doesn't matter. I was going to say I should have done it in slot 3, but I'm going to put him in slot 3 anyway. So Gogeta with the final Kamehameha. Oof. Big damage. Not enough damage, but big damage. Because then I'm just going to do this, and then... This is all we have left to hope for now, is the, hopefully, Goku kills him without getting killed.
It's about time we both got serious and had a battle to end all battles. The ultimate final battle.
Well, because if Goku, as long as Goku doesn't die, Goku's killing him here, right? Although his 18 key is his 18 key is not a key blast, yeah. So Goku just kills him. But we're putting Vegito next to him because then because of Vegito he gets Saiyan Raw as well as actually, is that the only other link he gets? Yeah, it's just Saiyan Raw. But Saiyan Raw is a lot of extra defense because this first hit that he takes, he might actually just die, like unironically, because he's a unit that this has always been Goku's biggest issue, right? Is he's a slot 1 unit, but how much damage reduction does he actually get in slot 1? It's 50%, but Kid Buu's attacks do like 1 million damage or something at this point, so it's very possible that Goku actually just dies to this one normal. Maybe we got 800k HP. No, nowhere near it. He's 67k. nowhere close. I was underestimating him. And then, yeah, he gets a guaranteed crit on this turn. So, there you go. And there's that KO screen. Look at that. All right, well, the GT LR Super Saiyan 4s with the GT Heroes / Feast Fighter team managing to beat Kid Buu. Technically, this would get you the Power Beyond Super Saiyan mission as well. We did use items, but I mean, for this team, you saw with the 2 previous attempts, like even making it through with this team, I think is pretty good. So, yeah, I will take that. These guys, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, still a fun unit. Can't wait for them to get their Easy A for the 10th anniversary. Unfortunately, I don't think we'd be able to repeat this same kind of run with the gods. Because, of course, being tech, they're at type disadvantage to Kid Buu. I mean, once you transform into the blues, you just have to hope they dodge everything, depending on how many rainbow orbs you get. But, yeah, not too bad. So, let me know what you guys think down below. If there's any other teams you guys want to see me take on Kid Buu, let me know. While Global's quiet, we're doing a lot of these, like, Kid Buu challenge runs. So let me know what you guys want to see down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. All right, well, there you go. We actually managed to do it, which I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. I mean, yeah, we had to use both our Whis and a support memory on that second run, but hey, we did it. I'll take that. Right, so let's rename that file so I don't get confused later. So LR SSJ 4s versus Kid Buu. I didn't cut between any of the attempts either, so the video is like 32 minutes long. That's a long old run, but we did it. I like our personal best is when we just nuked the stage, so it's like 3 minutes and 48 seconds, and then that took 14 minutes and 43 seconds. Almost an entire 11 minutes longer. But that's what happens when you're not nuking the stage, I guess. Yeah, the Vegito support and the support memory meant that that full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku Kamehameha at the end was very strong. Good stuff. Make sure you guys hit that like button for the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Hopefully they'll get a good Easy A when the 10th anniversary rolls around. But hey, we did it. Good stuff. Alright, so we can do one more team versus Kid Buu. I'm going to look up the World Tournament stuff. I might just do that as a video for today. Like the other video for today is like, when is the next World Tournament on Global? But again, because the wiki doesn't get updated as much anymore, I'm hoping that the global timeline... Although I suppose it's last year's that I'll be looking at, so... If we go to June 2023, because yeah, we're basically at the point where if you go to June 2023 on the timeline, the first entry is 6th of June was the Easy A for MVP 17 last year, and this year it's the 7th of June is the Friday. That's when Bardock's Easy A will be, so that's roughly where we are in the schedule. And then we had the part 2 stuff, which was obviously the Guinea Force Story Event, Burst Mode, Go Tanks Chain Battle, Super Buu. Oh, and then there was a World Tournament on the 30th of June. So last year there was a World Tournament literally like the week before the anniversary started. And what's the last weekend of June then on this year? The 28th. So the 28th to the 30th, well, it technically ends on Monday morning, so I guess the 28th to the 1st, there could be one. Realistically, there could be one any weekend from next weekend, because like I say, there won't be one this weekend because we're 2 days away and there's been no announcement of it. But, so yeah, last year there was a World Tournament on the 30th of June. So yeah, there could be one at the end of this month as well. That'd be interesting. I heard hitting the like button increases your 9th anniversary summon chances. I mean, yeah, I heard that too. I don't know where I heard it from, but, you know, you don't want to risk it with these kind of things, so... Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Anytime there's a data download in the next couple of weeks, we'll know when there's going to be the next World Tournament, because they'll update the files for those EZAs and everything. But until then, we don't know 100%. But yeah, I'll make that video for today, talking about what is upcoming in the next World Tournament and then when it could be. Yeah, we did do 21 versus Kid Buu. I think that video went up... was it over the weekend? Yeah, it went up on the 2nd, which is Sunday. So yeah, Sunday the 21 versus Kid Buu video went up. Yeah, it should. Hopefully there will be one before the anniversary, but... Right. What's next for Kid Buu? Or who's next, I should say. I mean, the problem is, Kid Buu, as we see with even some of the good units in that last run, once he's fully built up, the amount of damage that he does, even to good units, is crazy. So... it's hard to run, like, meme teams against him. Or not even meme teams, but just not the best teams in the game, basically. Damn, yeah, the LR Super Saiyan trio are definitely not a good matchup for Kid Buu. They do multiple additional supers that are all unarmed. Future Saga Superclass versus Kid Buu. Just run double Gohans, right? Yeah, Nemu, how's it going? Start farming chilled right now. Full pure Saiyans for extra drops. I mean, remember, you have to beat the stages as part of the missions that get added. So, man, I'm just looking at some of the characters on this team and how, like, not particularly great some of them have aged. Like, these guys were such a good unit for such a long time, but they will not be good against Kid Buu at all. Like these guys, maybe? Right, do we have a specifically a Future Saga thing? What's that one? That's Time Travelers. It's for 3 turns. That one's Worldwide Chaos. Realm of Gods. Oh, nice. 3,000 days. 1,000 more days until the support memory awakening. Yeah, I imagine that is what they'll do, right? Oh, there you go. Future Saga allies for 7... for 10% and for 7 turns. Key 1 for units whose name include Trunks or Mai. I'm just looking at the team build, and it's like, especially for the start, it's like we don't have any slot 1 units. Apart from the blue boys, I guess, realistically. No, Vegeta and Trunks were still good. Super easy A for the LR Goku. That'd be cool. And actually make him really good again. Like, I would actually quite like that, to be honest. Trust in the Gamasu dodge. I mean, I guess we'll see. Alright, so we are going to try Super Class Future Saga versus Kid Buu. Oh, we did get Sword of Hope Trunks in slot 7, which is not the worst thing in the world because he's really not very good against the Kid Buu, STR Kid Buu, which is unsurprising considering he is a type disadvantaged character who needs to get multiple additional supers in order to get his damage reduction. So if you get a bad RNG turn and he isn't doing the additional supers, he gets absolutely destroyed by STR Kid Buu. So this helps significantly. We've got this AGL Trunks. Of course, every single unit on the first turn had an intro animation. Okay, so... Oh, no attacks immediately in slot 1. That's actually very good. And then we're going to go ahead and use this. Obviously, we're using the sort of meme... I say meme teams, but not top-tier teams. So we are taking full advantage of the ability to use items and support memories and stuff. So... yeah, that guaranteed hit thing is fun. Because it's like the... it shows you when a character would have dodged. Like, because we did that the stupid, like, anniversary team from Wish.com video versus Broly. And yeah, it comes up with like the guaranteed hit thing if the character would have dodged, which is quite cool. I mean, I don't really want to put Trunks in slot 3 on this turn, but at the same time, he's the only one on this rotation that I actually would want to float. So I guess he's going in slot 3. I mean, he's got his dodge chance, but we'll see how he gets on here. Yeah, there's not a lot of debuffers for Future Saga. I think, do Gawasu and Zamasu debuff with their passive? I can't remember. That is a very good point, though. Is who have we got on the next turn? Yeah, the next turn's going to be very awkward, considering we've not only got to think about the slot 1 character, but we've also got to think about who's going to take the super in slot 3 from STR Kid Buu. Because really, the ideal strategy is we just put Tech LR Vegito there, hope that he dodges, and then he comes back and transforms straight away for the 100% dodge. But... we are using the double Future Gohan lead, so we've got the full 200% Future Saga buff. If Trunks can dodge 3 attacks here on his first turn, that would be ideal. Setting him up ready for the Int Kid Buu phase with having his actual stat buff. We did get a double super as well, which is double defense raise for him. 157 from the STR Kid Buu, that's kind of crazy. Alright, there's the 3 dodges though, so now he's got the extra buff, which means his defense is up as well. But because yeah, realistically, this turn, God, no one has like good start of turn damage reduction, so I can either do this and hope for the dodges from Gowasu and someone, which I mean I have to do anyway, so I'm either doing this or doing this. But and it's 4 attacks in slot 1 or 2 anyway. Jeez. Do they debuff in their passive? No. Well, this is not the best. Not the best like rotation for turn 2, is it? This is what I said before in some of these previous runs. Is like Kid Buu is bad enough. in when he becomes the Int Kid Buu. And it's bad enough worrying about what your like starting rotation is going to be. But then if you don't have a good rotation for turn 2, then yeah, you don't have a unit that can eat the super in slot 3. Because you have to have a slot 1 unit to tank, and you have to have a unit in slot 3 that's not going to immediately die to the super attack. Jeez, come on. Okay. Well, I mean, as long as with his own damage reduction, Future Gohan will tank here. And then Vegito has to dodge the super in slot 3 to not immediately die anyway. So I guess it doesn't really make much difference at this point whether we're on low health or not. But damn. I haven't watched the video, Drew's video about the Battlefield thing. I saw like some of the tweets and people replying to them because he was just trying to make some weird comparison to like, oh well, JP has things worse than Global 2. It's like, okay, what's that got to do with anything? Like, Battlefield currency thing is an actual measurable issue. We got less battlefields than JP, which means we got less Battlefield currency than JP, which means we literally can't buy as many things from the Battlefield shop as JP can. Of course he didn't dodge. Good work, Vegito. Love to see it. Alright, well, you know, jump back in. Where did I actually even make that team? Did I overwrite the... Oh, yeah, there we go. I'm more surprised we're actually finding Rainbow Future Gohan friends. Okay, we've got double Future Gohan on turn 2, which, I mean, Future Gohan in slot 3 will actually tank that super. But this is got to be one of the worst, like, first turns. Good lord. Oh, I should have turned the animations off, damn it. Yeah, so now we've got a good second turn for potentially surviving that slot 3 super, but we don't have a good first turn. Oh my god, of course there's 50 million attacks in slot 1. I mean, I think I'm just dead. Like, what can I actually even do on this turn? Like, Vegito won't dodge in slot 1. So, like, all I can do is this. But we know from the previous run that Gowasu and Tamasu can only take, like, what, 3 hits and then they'll die? So this is a pretty horrible setup here. I don't want to use both the Whis because then they're just both gone. But yeah, what a terrible setup. Well, I mean, let's hope for the best. Oh no, the 2 attacks is only after they'd supered as well because they raised defense, so they can literally only take 1 hit here. Well, there you go. They only took 1 hit, so... 11 mil. Now Trunks, as long as he gets some additional supers, he gets his own damage reduction and we have the Whis active, so hopefully he should be okay. Okay, we've got 3 supers, yeah. So he can get up to, I think he gets 30% damage reduction he can get up to in 1 turn. Yep. Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, UI Gomasu. They only took 1 hit, but that 1 hit was like 480k, but they only took the 1 hit, so I guess that's okay. Still, after mentioning it already, I always do that. It's like, oh, the animations are still on, and then I spend my time thinking about how I'm going to play out the turn, and have then at that point forgotten that I need to turn them off. Future Gohan's intro is cool though, and it's short, which we'll take that. No, what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Right. Oh, that means AGL. Yeah, AGL Trunks was in slot 7, which means he's got no dodges yet when we go up against Kid Buu. That's awkward. Okay, he's not really getting... The friend has more defense with no links active than mine does with links active, because yeah, none of his links are giving him any defense anyway. That's kind of funny. I'm just going to do this, because with the damage reduction that Future Gohan already has, we should be okay. It's the one in slot 3 that really needs to get all the key, because I want him to do as many supers in that as possible. And then with the damage reduction he has plus the Whis, he should be able to eat that super in slot 3. But yeah, this I think it goes without saying that on Global, this is probably the hardest event, right? Because even with the fact it's like you can use that nuking strategy and kill STR Kid Buu in the first 2 turns. But like, if you don't do that, not only do you have to worry about Ink Kid Buu being probably the toughest boss on Global, but you also have to worry about all these other little things. It's like if you're not killing him by the end of the 2nd turn as the STR Kid Buu, then he's automatically supering you in slot 3, which means you have to have a unit in slot 3 that'll be able to survive that, which is crazy. Because yeah, I mean, depending on the team you build, because you can't pick your starting rotations or anything, like you could just get a rotation for turn 2 against Kid Buu that makes it just guaranteed death unless you use items. Because obviously, like, you know, you can only bring 1 item, so we've got the Whis. I guess you could bring, like, you know, you could bring like a Ghost Usher, so then if you do have a really terrible turn for the 2nd turn for someone taking that super in slot 3, you could just Ghost Usher, but it's not ideal. Like this turn is also not ideal. I mean, Trunks has 555k defense. That's actually pretty good. I think what we need to do here is just go ahead and use the other item straight away, because we need to start making it so our characters that can build up are starting to get built up. Otherwise, it's going to be we're going to have a bad time. Oh, he supered immediately, because of course he did. I don't know how much his super does before he gets any buffs. Okay, 279 with the Whis active. And our health is now incredibly low. This version of the team doesn't have any healers either, which is a little bit awkward. Oh, I dodged that. Okay. I see. Yeah, we started to turn on low HP, so Trunks has that massively increased dodge chance. So yeah, there you go. He got his dodges, so he got all of his buffs. That's good. Yeah, the Kid Buu, STR Kid Buu is always 2 turns maximum. So if you Ghost Usher in the 2nd turn, or you somehow like stop him from doing the super in slot 3, it doesn't really matter. It still ends the STR phase. Alright, so Geo Blue has a 100% chance to dodge on this turn. I've got like no health. Should I just do this? Got the Whis active still, but okay. Frieza hit the final link level 10. This is where the fun begins. Yeah, Frieza is definitely an interesting... How many copies of him did you get in the end? Have you just got the 1? Because honestly, even at 55% with level 10 links, he's still pretty fun. His team is what holds him back, but Frieza can be definitely a fun unit, dropping some funny numbers even at 55%. So... Oh, of course they didn't dodge the super. I think we're just dead. Even with the guard and the Whis. That's it, right? Yep, 324k. If we were on full HP, it would have been fine, but we were not. Yeah, but the fact that he can build up to that kind of level of attack is ridiculous. Yeah, I like how they dodged the normal in slot 1 that would have done double-digit damage. Are we going to be out of Future Gohan, friends? Future Saga. Oh, no. Why? Why do people do this? This random Gohan friend. Super attack 19 out of 20. And they have all of the paths unlocked, but is only at 50%. Which means this one is actually better, despite being 55%. Is better. Why?
All right, let's do this.
Why is that a thing? Right. Okay, I've got another interesting setup here. I mean, we're basically going to have to rely... all of our units on the second rotation are all characters that we basically have to put one of them in slot 3 and just hope that they dodge. Otherwise, we get absolutely destroyed. So... Future Gohan's in slot 7, so realistically I should do that. I mean, I guess we just do this to start with, just to make sure that Trunks doesn't completely sell out here, but... ...55% Future Gohan with full paths open. Yeah, that's wild. I mean, I don't get, like, if you're putting the units into the slots, like in the hidden potential path, why would you not then immediately after you do that just press the button in the bottom right corner that then fills in all of the orbs? Like, how have you ended up with a 50% Gohan with all of his paths open? Crazy. Out here hurting for orbs. I mean, I guess it depends. Like, if you're a newer player, then that is understandable. But I remember back when, you know, the whole system first came out and getting orbs was so difficult, and I had characters that I had to leave at, like, you know, I'd pull a character when they first came out and wouldn't even be able to get them to 55%. But now, because of the number of ways that there are to get orbs and stuff, like, I don't think it's possible for me to be able to run out of orbs at any point. Because, yeah, the fact that, especially now with the power level update where you can do the orb stage twice instead of once, and then anytime there's a celebration where all of the stages are available every day, it means you can do all 5 stages twice each every day. Like, and the amount of orbs that you get is just ridiculous. Okay, so who are we going to rely on to dodge the super? Trunks or Vegito? I mean, ideally I want to put Trunks in slot 1. So, I guess this. Ideally, I wanted to get at least some same type orbs as well, but I mean, I guess we can just do that. Yeah, so Trunks gets the 1 dodge. He needs to get 2 more to get that full part of his passive unlocked. Cool, there we go. He gets the extra defense, so he tanks for double digits. That's fine. As long as he takes the hit after he gets the 3rd dodge, that's fine. And then we know these guys post super with a Whis. If they're not dodging a normal, they're still taking about 200k. But they got the dodge. So now it's just all up to Vegito to dodge the super here. This is our last attempt versus Kid Buu for the day. Super class Future Saga versus Kid Buu. Can we actually get back to in Kid Buu? Okay, well, if you're not going to dodge, don't dodge the normals. Okay, but now dodge the super, right? Yeah, there you go. That's the way we want it to work out. Don't dodge the normals that do double-digit damage, but then dodge the super. That's exactly it. Okay. Right, so... do I just use the other Wii straight away? I think yes. Because we've got 2 turns. Then when we get back to this turn, we'll be able to get the Vegito Blue fusion if our HP is low enough. Which even with a Whis active, like certain characters on this team, if we even manage to live a super, will take a lot of damage, right? So as long as we can get back to this rotation, we should be able to get the Vegito Blue fusion. But it all depends whether we make it back to this turn or not. And then again, this is where we'll keep talking about this, I'm sure, every time we play the Kid Buu event. But where the confusion comes back for this, what counts as an unarmed super? Because this is an unarmed super, apparently. But his 18-key super, which starts off with him also flying at them, but then punching them in the face, that's not an unarmed super. But his 12-key is, apparently. Which is interesting. Now, he should tank this fine, right? Because he's got his own damage reduction as well as the Whis. So, it should be double-digit damage. Yeah. This is where Trunks... this is Trunks' time to shine now against Kid Buu. Let's get these extra supers off. Do some damage. There we go. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so he's healing in slot 1, which means he's not going to be attacking. So Future Gohan in slot 1 will actually be fine. I think we might... I don't actually know. We might not take enough damage to get the fusion. Which I'm hoping isn't the case, because we're going to have Vegito Blue, the Tech Vegito Blue, coming round onto the next rotation as well. So hopefully we can get the double Vegito Blue set up. And if we use the active skill for the AGL one as well, if we were on low enough HP to do both, that's a lot of damage in that turn. He's super attack Gohan. Typical. The only opportunities we would have had to really take some damage to get to the fusion HP requirement is really him supering like the wrong unit. With the Whis active, we could at least like still tank it. Although, nah, Trunks' defense will be decent enough there, even if he doesn't dodge, I think. Oh, never mind. 285k even with a Whis active. Gotcha. Okay, Trunks. I mean, like I say, I really want dupes for this guy because I only have that AGL Trunks at 55%. They take 162k type advantage with a Whis. Alright, well, I mean, we're going to get the fusion, so, I mean, I guess that's what we wanted, but... damn! Alright, well, get our fusion. Get our active skill so we get the 100% chance to dodge. I mean, is it just part of the active skill that it's dodge? It doesn't matter which slot I put him in, does it? Yeah, and then the reason why you use it in slot 2 and put him into slot 1. So what does he get in slot 1? Additional attack, that's a high chance. Because if I'm going to keep him in slot 2, then I want to use his active skill in slot 1. Because I want to get all the tech orbs for the other Vegito. So if I use his active skill in slot 1 and then move him into slot 2, then he's still getting all the full rotation buffs. His active skill doesn't do any damage, but he's using it in slot 2. I put the thing on so we could see the animation, but you don't even get to see it because the negation thing just cuts in. So, alright, so now we do this. And then I guess we'll just grab those and then an STR orb for you. Alright, well, see how much we can do damage-wise here. Yeah, it is annoying that his fusion is based on you being on low HP, but the fusion doesn't heal you. That is, I think, one of the bigger complaints. I know a lot of people like to complain about the AGL Vegito's kit in general anyway, but that's one of the major complaints that I have for him, is you end up getting to low HP, get the fusion, but then you're stuck on low HP, and the Future Saga team, especially the super class version, you don't have a lot of units that can heal you. So unless you're like ready to get the Dokkan attack, or you just use an item, which of course, you know, something like this, in an event like this, it's tricky because we bought a Whis, so we don't have a healing item anyway. You can end up getting your Vegito fusion and then dying on like that turn or the next turn because you're on super low HP. So yeah, AGL Vegito Blue, getting off all the supers here. At least all of his supers do damage as well, so... yeah, it's not bad, considering he has a 100% chance to dodge on this turn as well. And he's still going. He's up to 9.5. But yeah, for me, it was literally just at the job that I was working before I was doing this. Somebody on my team was like, oh, you like Dragon Ball, don't you? It's like, yeah. So have you ever seen this? And then he just showed me. He'd only just got it as well, like a couple of weeks before or something. So it's not like he had a crazy account or anything. So I didn't really know anything about it when I started playing it. And then yeah, started playing it, and then I don't know how I came across the first Dokkan like YouTube videos that I came across. But I used to watch the like Rhyme and Nano Summon collabs. Oh god, this is a setup. Oh, actually, this could end up working out decently well. So, okay, let's do this.
I will defeat you. Stop acting like a pampered baby, Gohan. I know you've got more power in you.
Such a great active skill. Old Dokkan Originals. Doesn't do a crazy bit of damage, but we get a nice buff for Gohan by doing that. Then we can go ahead and use the Sword of Hope here so that Trunks becomes a good slot 1 tank. And then we do this. Alright. I wonder how much Trunks takes on this, because like Sword of Hope Trunks tanking in slot 1 is supposed to be pretty good. But Kid Buu's pretty built up at this point. Okay, well there you go. Damn, dude. Sword of Hope Trunks absolutely selling. 430k in slot 1 where he has guard, damage reduction. Like, sheesh. And he got type advantage as well. I mean, he has guard, but jeez. Well, there you go. Super class Future Saga. Definitely struggling against Kid Buu. Let me know what you guys think down below. If there's any other teams you want to see go up against Kid Buu for these challenge runs, do let me know down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Well, there you go. Super class Future Saga versus Kid Buu. It was certainly interesting. We had some good moments there where I thought things were going relatively well. But man, I was not expecting Sword of Hope Trunks to take that much damage in that slot 1 situation there. But it just goes back to what we were saying in the video and everything, is the fact that like Kid Buu, even I mean, I know people have their issues with Sword of Hope Trunks, but like even against really good units, like he can do a lot of damage to them. What's this in the news? Oh, they've put these in here, like the new events coming soon. That was at 7:30 and I didn't even realise. But yeah, this is literally what we were talking about before, right? These are the 4 things that are coming out on Friday. Actually, no, the story event's not out on Friday. Why is that in the news already? Oh, there you go. The new support memory, Goku's compassion. Does it say when it's coming out? Coming soon. Yeah, starting from this. Yeah, it is. Starting from Thursday the 6th, you will not be able to check and complete certain missions. Maybe it is coming out Friday. Well, the news says it comes out Wednesday, so it'll be weird for this to be implying that it comes out on Friday. But the fact that it's appeared in the news now is weird, because usually those things appear in the news 48 hours before. But yeah, we've got Time Limit, Super Battle Road, and then Kamehameha, Extreme Super Battle Road. Those will be out on Friday as well. So obviously we'll get those done on the stream on Friday morning. But yeah, the news, if you look at the actual like celebration info, it says the 12th, yeah. So yeah, Gaming Claw, the OG UK Dokkan YouTuber. It was literally, I got into Ryman Nano, then I found Gaming Claw, D Monty, I think Living Ichigo as well. Talon, I remember watching as well a little bit before, like way before like 5-9 days and stuff like that. And then obviously First Warden, they were the 2. First Warden and Gaming Claw were the only 2 UK Dokkan YouTubers. And then I've collabed with Warden in the past. We had a really funny like 3-way collab with Goresh where we were summoning for the LRKL and Caulifla when they came out on Global. But yeah, I'd always hoped to like get my channel big enough to collab with Gaming Claw, but he stopped doing Dokkan, well, and YouTube in general, before I got my channel to like a decent enough size. But we did have him on the podcast. I think it was like the 2nd or 3rd episode, so that was cool. Talking about some of those funny things like the AGL God Goku memes and stuff. But yeah, so anyway, that is going to be it for the stream. We got a few challenge runs done. I'll sort out a video talking about the World Tournament. That'll go up later today as well. So I appreciate you guys coming out. We'll be live over on the 2nd channel. Make sure you check that out as well. I did post the schedule in the Discord. The links are down below as well for all of that stuff. And yeah, we'll be back for Dokkan tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day or have a good evening, depending what time it is, wherever you are. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.